There's a more, it's a piece of dirty boom boom boom. Behind the brick will get you beat. No, don't be boom boom boom. We got to get on the ground. No, don't be boom boom boom. 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 No, don't be boom boom boom.
Welcome back to another episode of Lakeshow's finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, KB24 status, the biggest Lakers fan in the world, and the Lakers got a big W today. I was so happy. I lost it. I'll take some credit. I'll give the refs a little bit money on the side for that one. But thank you, Mark Davis. Very good ref you are. Lakers won 114 to 112 in regulation against the Boston Celtics, who did not have Kemba Walker, but still very, very competitive game. LeBron AD showed up. We're going to talk about this game. We're going to talk about Markieff Morris signing. I might talk about some other stuff too, but first, if we lost this game, I did not want to be 0-2 versus the Celtics this year, and the narrative be how could the Lakers lose the Celtics twice, even without Kemba. I thought they're going to be, championship caliber team. But if we keep getting calls from the refs like this, I'll take it. That'll help us in the championship. That'll help us throughout the playoffs. What's actually kind of funny is not only did the Celtics have 7 more fouls called against them, but Jason Tatum shot 15 free throws, right? And nobody else on his team shot more than 4, while for us, LeBron and AD shot 12 each. Lakers shot 37 total free throws. We shot 30 free throws. But the thing that really upset me is how we keep missing free throws. We were 25 for 37 from the charity strike. I don't know how this keeps happening. LeBron missed 5, AD missed 3. If AD made that technical foul free throw with, 10 seconds left, then we would have been up by 4 points, and there would have been no need for the hysteria of maybe getting tied up with a 3 at the end. But it's twice in a row. Last game we missed 14 free throws. This game we missed 12 free throws. It's bad when Dwight Howard has a better free throw percentage than LeBron and AD. Dwight 4 for 5 for 80%. LeBron 7 for 12, 58%. Anthony Davis 9 for 12 for 75%. But I digress. Our biggest lead was 11. There was six lead changes. Sorry, just 66. I don't know. Longest run was 8. They were tied 7 times. We had the same amount of rebounds. We had 46. They had 44. Pretty much. We both teams had 20 assists. Interesting. Lakers only had 4 blocks. Last game the Lakers had 14 blocks. So I don't know. Did the defense fall off? What happened there? We had 9 steals, they had 7 steals, they had 3 blocks, they had 17 turnovers, Lakeshow had 13 turnovers. Lakeshow, the percentages are this game was very tight percentages-wise as well. They shot 45%, we shot 45%. They were 38 from 83, and we were 39 for 86. So, kind of interesting there. A little bit sketchy everything is similar. But whatever. 3-pointers. Sorry, I'm reading this off the NBA website, right? And on the bottom page it says, "Do not sell my personal information" in bold blue letters. You have to click on that, and then you check off if you want them to or not. See, that's what's come to today. You have to be smart enough to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page to see it, and then click it. You know, in California, there's these new laws where you're allowed to just do your settings on all your websites for information, for them not to sell it. But that is very weird. That's why I was distracted. Sorry about that. 3-pointers, again, very, very, very eerie. We both shot 34 threes. We made 11. They made 13. So they were 38%. We were 32%. It's crazy. If you just make 2 more threes, you're bumped up by 6 points, 6 percentage points. And then once again, our favorite stat collectively as a community, the stat that really is going to drive me crazy, free throws. Once again, we were 25 for 37 for 67%. 67. Celtics 23 for 30 for 77%. I don't know what to say there, but it's fucking terrible. We led throughout the whole entire first half. We never trailed, and then in the second half, third quarter, that's when it got more competitive. And yeah, so LeBron played pretty well. He actually played really well. He had 29 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, and only 2 turnovers. 35 minutes, 2 turnovers. Pretty nice. He shot 47%, 9 for 19, which is basically 50. And then he took 10 threes and he made 4. So that's pretty solid, 4 for 10. And then once again, we talked about the free throw thing. Anthony Davis in 40 minutes. Quite a lot there. 40 minutes, had 32 points, 13 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, and 6 turnovers. Last night he had 7 blocks, half the blocks. 2 nights ago he had 7 blocks. Tonight he had 6 turnovers, half the turnovers. Come on. A lot of the turnovers, though, are just, when he posts up and he's backing down, he'll get it poked away from him. So that's kind of silly stuff right there. But 6 turnovers is too much. I think a cap for LeBron, for turnovers should be like 4, but for AD it should be like 2. I mean, AD is not really moving around the court, right? He's not taking the ball up and down like LeBron is, taking on defenders head on, getting thrown at you. No, he's not. AD may get a double team, obviously, but he's already in, a solid passing position in the post. Not like LeBron, but so no excuse. That should never happen again. The free throws should never happen again. I think it's very strange that AD missed 3 free throws, and yesterday he missed 5 free throws. I don't remember back-to-back games like this whole season that ever happening, but it is what it is. JaVale McGee, he played 12 minutes. Lakers tend to go small down the stretch, especially against good teams. But specifically tonight, they did not care for JaVale. It was all AD in the final 6 minutes at center. JaVale had 4 points, 8 rebounds, and yeah. What else can you ask for? 4 points, 8 rebounds in 12 minutes. That's pretty good. Only took 3 shots. Danny Green, disappointing again. Worst plus-minus on the team. It might be the worst plus-minus for overall for the game. Yes, worst plus-minus overall for the whole entire game. Danny Green, negative 16. He had played 22 minutes, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 turnover. He took 4 shots. All the shots were threes, and he only made 1. So, I mean, defensively, I didn't really get a vibe that he was playing that well, like playing Avery well tonight. But I mean, Avery Bradley actually essentially had the same stats. Interesting. So Avery Bradley played 29 minutes. He also had 3 points like Danny Green. He also was 1 for 4 from the field. And Avery also had 2 rebounds. But Avery also had an assist and a steal, right? Avery was a plus 7. So 2 guys, identical lines pretty much. 23-point difference between them. -16 and a plus 7 for Avery Bradley, who I don't think has been recognized lately as one of the most underrated pickups probably this year. He's so underrated. I like him a lot. But yeah, I haven't seen a stat like I haven't seen a starting shooting guard and a starting point guard and Danny Green and Avery Bradley having identical stat lines, basically playing the same most of the minutes line up, pretty much, at least in the start of the third and first. And Danny Green was subbed out early, I think, in the first or the third for KCP. But just weird. Haven't seen that in a while. 2 guys having similar very crazy, uncanny stat lines similar. But Kyle Kuzma, 27 minutes, 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, and 1 steal. KCP, 28 points. KCP played well. Actually, Kuzma had the best plus-minus in the game at 17. But also, KCP played well. 7 points for KCP, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. I like KCP was active. He forced that turnover at the end when I think Jalen just threw it out of bounds toward Tatum with like 15 seconds left, and then there was that technical foul. So he's been playing well. Remember early, you guys remember in the first few weeks, everybody was saying he needed to be traded and all that. What's ironic was I don't think anybody would take him on, his contract on. But yeah, he wasn't playing too well in the beginning. Missing wide open layups, making layups and not even having them touch rim. Rondo played well too. Rondo played 22 minutes. He only had 4 points, but he had a sexy ass 5 assists and 5 steals. Rondo is a plus 15. So Kuzma and Rondo had the biggest plus minus. Dwight, 10 points, 15 minutes, 7 rebounds, 1 block, and everyone's favorite, AC Fresh, Alex Caruso, out of Texas, with 8 minutes, 6 points, and 1 steal. It kind of feels like Caruso plays longer than 8 minutes. I guess that's how much the crowd reacts to him. It feels like he's constantly in the game, but 8 minutes did not feel right. Also, there's a huge bench scoring discrepancy. I think the Lakers had 50 bench points. Let me double check this. They had 43 bench points. But, I don't understand how Rondo can play so well sometimes and not at all. He can be so effective. And I think it's just simply this was his former team and he wanted to kick ass. But yeah, 43 bench points, while the Celtics only had 11 bench points. So look what happens when you don't have Kemba Walker. You have Gordon Hayward, a guy who broke his leg, playing 40 minutes. Jason Tatum played 36, Brown 38, Marcus Smart 35, and Daniel Tice 31. I mean, their bench couldn't freaking hit water if they fell out of a boat. The next highest was Brad Wanamaker. Their backup point guard looks like shit. 2 points and 3 turnovers. Good job by you, Brad Wanamaker. Good job by you. And Kanter, I guess he just didn't try it. Brad Stevens doesn't like Enes Kanter. Something going on there. Enes Kanter deserved more than 5 minutes that he got. So I don't know. There's something weird going on there. even if Canada doesn't play the best defense, you can still put him in for 10 minutes in the second and third, see how much offense he produces. He didn't get a single shot up in 5 minutes because he only played 5 minutes. Who the fuck is Romeo Langford? And there's other guy named Grant Williams who played today. I thought they were talking about this Robert Williams guy because the Celtics used to have someone named Robert Williams who was, or they still do. Okay, they have 2 Williamses on their team. Robert and this Grant Williams guy. And the Robert Williams guy, like, he was drafted by the Celtics, and then there was a whole thing with, like, in one of the summer league games, like, he refused to fly with the team, so he missed the flight. That's all I remember about this Robert Williams guy. So I thought that's who they were talking about when this Williams guy was in the court. But this Grant Williams guy, I never heard of in my life. Ever. So that's the game. Lakers played well. They didn't give up. They were down by like 7-8 points in the third at some point. It's right at the quarter. So never gave in. Very proud. Especially of Kuzma. Kuzma really pulled it out. I was considering signing Kuzma for my fantasy team today, and I ultimately did not because I know there's no way that Kuzma's going to replicate that performance for the next 27 games. But yes, we are now 43-12. We have the best record in the West. We're 5 games up on the Nuggets, and the Clippers have lost 3 in a row. They lost to the Kings last night. They're 6.5 behind us. But I think what will be huge is we play the Clippers 2 more times. And if we can win those 2 games, I think that will seal us being first, ahead of the Clippers at least. Because by losing 2 directly to the team that is below you, really counts as more than just a half a game. That's like 2 full games. So, yeah. So right now the Lakers would be playing the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson just got injured. Actually, the game we played against the Grizzlies on Friday, he got hurt, and I don't know if the Grizzlies will be able to hold on to that seed because the Blazers are 3 games behind and the Pelicans are 4 games behind. I would love to play the Pelicans in the first round. I think playing the Blazers would be really scary for the Lakers. I think the Lakers would still beat the Blazers, but I'd rather play an experienced Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson, obviously, than Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. But I really would think the Pelicans would be fun. You know, Pelicans get in there. I want to play Lonzo and Josh Hart and Brandon Ingram. That'd be fun. But yeah, really want to avoid the Blazers. Really want to avoid just the Blazers. That's it. 8 through 13. Let's see this. So the 8 seed through the 13 are 5.5 games apart from each other. The 8 and the 13 seed, and that's the Grizzlies, the Blazers, the Pelicans, the Spurs, the Kings, and the Suns. I don't think the Kings, Suns are going to make it. I could see the Spurs popping up, but of those 6 teams, really, and I think you guys would agree, the Blazers are the really only serious threat to take a game or 2 off the Lakers. I think the rest of the Lakers can sweep. Actually, the Spurs, I don't know if the Lakers could sweep the Spurs, pop and all that. But yeah, so the matchups would be Lakers, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Mavericks, Clippers, Thunder, Rockets, Jazz. In the East, it would be Bucks, Magic, Raptors, Nets, Celtics, Pacers, Heat, 76ers. Looks like the Magic are going to hold on to the 8th seed. The only team right behind them is Washington, who I guess has been playing a lot better lately. Washington at 20-35. All right, so let's talk about Markieff Morris. Markieff, obviously his brother is now at the Clippers. We got 2 LA brothers hanging out again, twins, all that stuff. But Markieff is unfortunately the inferior brother. Just going to be honest there. He is 30 years old, but he's officially a Laker as of about 12 hours ago. He is 30. He was on the Pistons. Remember, he was on the Thunder before that, then the Wizards, and then obviously the Suns with his brother for about 5-6 years. But Markieff is solid. His career percentages, let's just do that. 45%, 34% from 3, 78% from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. 12 points overall. But his best season was in 2015. That was the season when the Lakers had Jeremy Lin and all that. So, fond memories there. Actually, the 2014-2015 season was actually not the Jeremy Lin one, sorry. But he played 82 games, averaged 32 minutes a game, and scored 15 points a game. But he's solid. The best he shot from the 3 was 37% in the 2017 season. But we need him to do better than that because last year he was only at 34%. If we can get him like 38% the next 25 games, that'd be nice. I don't see him playing a huge role. I just see him, when you need to go small, right? And you may not want AD at the center. You can put Markieff. When you need to go small and you don't want JaVale or Dwight in there, you can put in Markieff. Markieff is power forward. He is only 6'8", but he plays bigger than that. I like him. Good signing. I think the Clippers kind of got screwed. The best the Clippers can come up with is Reggie Jackson and Marcus Morris. Then I'm sorry, you're not going anywhere. No way. No way. Clippers don't look good. They really don't. And I do see Markieff playing about 10 to 15 minutes a game. I still think they're going to keep the basic rotations. But, of course, since we have players that tend to be injured every once in a while, Markieff can play the 3 through the 5. Probably play the 5, for a maximum of 5 to 10 minutes. But he can hold his own. Good player. I think the problem with Markieff is every single team he's been on, they've been losing teams, right? So you're finally in a winning situation. Let's see if you can prove yourself. Because as everyone knows, there's a lot of good players out there who are not exactly good, and they're just putting good stats on bad teams. And he doesn't have... there's a lot of players that have loser mentalities. D'Angelo Russell is the perfect example of someone with a loser mentality mindset. I don't know if Markieff has that. I don't know. But this is his chance to play and have meaningful minutes, and every single second matters when he's on the court. He's a big body. I think he's like 220 pounds. Let's see how big he is. He's a big fella. He is... how do I not see this? He's 6'8", 245 pounds. Okay, he's a tank. LeBron's 6'8", 250, to put that in perspective. But, so I like this pickup. I'm going to miss DeMarcus. DeMarcus Cousins, no. But, we'll be okay. DeMarcus has been nice. He'll still be working out with the team, because if you're injured or disabled, then you get waived. You're still allowed to rehab with that team. So that's nice. He'll still be around. So we talking with the guys in practices. And, yeah, very positive. 27 games left. It's crazy. If the Lakers go 14-13 in their next 27 games, they still win 57 games. That's insane. We got this. All right, thanks again. I'm Charles Ryan. KB24 status. The biggest Lakers fan in the world. We're going to play the Pelicans tomorrow night at home. No reason we should lose this game. No reason. We got this game. All right, take care and peace.